Welcome to PA Timber Goose. Today is July 24th. Another lovely Sunday morning. Today I'm at Swatara Park and I pulled in at Sand Siding Road. Today we're headed for the Bordner cabin and we'll check that out. Very pretty in here. Only one car in the parking lot so far. Morning is always a great time. It's supposed to get very hot today, so I figured I'll get this done early. We might see 100 degrees today. Swatara looks a little low today. Lots of rocks sticking up there. A couple nice pockets here. Gonna do some fly fishing in here later on the way back and fish a couple of these pools, see if we can pull something out of there. Summer's about halfway gone, and my favorite time of the year is fall, which is right around the corner. It's only about 2 or 3 months away and it'll be September. Not a lot of bugs here today. Last time I was here with the wife, and Sand Siding Road was closed due to a major flood, and the small stream at the bottom, there was a 20-foot hole. The water blew the entire culvert pipe out in the bridge, and it's a very short bike ride across the bridge, and I believe I'm about a mile away from Bordner cabin. You can hear the interstate in the background, and should be a good day today. Let's change up camera mounts here. We'll go to the chest mount, and we'll cruise on down to the Bordner cabin. Stay tuned, come along today, and enjoy the ride. Very peaceful in here. Let's check out this culvert pipe here. I bet there's some trout hiding in that pipe. Let's walk up here very slow. See a few fish in there darting around. Very tiny ones. Culverts like this are always great for fish populations. They have a lot of protection in here. If a predator or something comes, they can always swim back up into the pipe. This small tributary here is probably a spring that comes out of the side of the mountain up further. A very soothing sound. Cold spring trickling through the culvert. Birds singing in the background. Very peaceful. That was a fairly quick ride. We're at the Bordner cabin already. Lots of mosquitoes in here. And as soon as I pulled around the corner, I can hear a rattlesnake. I don't know where it went. I think it was right around here somewhere. Not something I was expecting to hear this early in the morning. A rattlesnake rattling at me, and lots of flowers in here, lots of berries. Kind of looks like bee balm, but I'm not really sure what they are. There's a Bordner cabin right around the corner there. Let's take a walk up here. Hopefully I won't find any more rattlesnakes hiding waiting for me. Very cool place. Still some brackets up there where the rain gutters used to be. Let's take a look under the porch here. A lot of the plants that were probably planted by the original owners are still here. Basement. Take a look under the deck here. This would be a cool place to hang out during a rainstorm. Had a nice chair. You could sit in here, listen to the water flow by. This actually was the privy, but now we have a modern privy in here. And last time I was here, there was a door there with a half a moon, which is an old-timer sign for the outhouse. Lots of ferns in here. So quiet. Let's walk around the other side and check out the waterfalls. You can smell all the hemlocks and the smell of the wood in the cabin with the mold. Not a lot of water today. Very peaceful. Very slow waterfall up there. Take a few minutes and enjoy the sound of the waterfalls. Enjoy that soothing sound of the water coming down. Very beautiful, soothing sound there. Let's take a look at the cabin. Everybody builds a cabin a little bit different, and this one is definitely very interesting. Also, pretty dark in here, but you can see the detail in the logs. All these are cut with an axe. They all have axe marks on them. Some of these you can still see the hinge where they cut them, and that takes a lot of time. A lot of these logs are probably cut right on the property here. No, they're all fairly small. I don't know if they're oak or hemlock. Judging by what they look like in the size, I would probably say a lot of these logs are hemlocks. There's an abundance of these here. Hemlocks can live a very long time, just like the eastern white cedar. And usually when you build stuff out of cedar, it pretty much lasts forever. As long as you peel the bark off. None of these logs are milled or cut. You can tell they're all hand cut. All the wedges they cut in and all the joints they made. Very time consuming. There's a few bigger logs here on the bottom. You can actually see how they cut a concave shape in the bottom to get them to fit together tighter. Here's a bug from the stream. You can see what this is. That is a casing from a stonefly. They hatch in the stream and they land on something, and then they split their skin, and then they mate, lay their eggs, and then they pass away. You can see a little crack in the bottom there in the shell casing. Cool stuff. This had electric one time because there's a electrical box right there. Maybe there's holes in the side of the cabin on the other side where we had some power coming into the cabin. Let's go around the other side here, and we'll put our big light on, take a walk around inside, check out the inside. Let's go inside here. The picnic table. It's pretty dark in here. Probably can't see me very well. We'll bust out some more light here. I have a small LED light on my camera. Let's check out the cabin here, see what we can find. Oh, somebody throwing trash in the fireplace. Let's back up here. Let's check out the cabin. Hopefully you can see. Lots of beautiful stonework. The chimney always goes up first before the walls, and then they usually build the house around it. This cabin did have power at one time. That looks like a gas pipe there. They wrapped up. So there was definitely some gas in here. It was probably for the stove. There's Alamr Bordner. There's the owner that built the cabin. Man and his dog. Very beautiful thing. I miss my dog a lot. I don't know if you can read that. Adjust my light here. See if we can read this a little better. Each of us stays only for a moment, blessed by what wrought by those who came before us, aspiring to help others enjoy what is here, aspiring to leave the place better than it was before it arrived. Before passing responsibility on to those who follow this mountain, waterfalls, and cabin were here before us, and they will survive each of us. Paraphrased by Stephen Spring's quote. Very beautiful. There's a fireplace there. I'm not sure how much of the color my light's watching out here. We'll turn the light down a little bit. It's very beautiful in here. You can see the power in the ceiling up here. Lots of beautiful beams. There's a pipe for the stove that went out the fireplace chimney. Here's a picture of the old wood stove. My grandparents had property in Canada. They had 50 acres and they built a house on it. It was an old homestead, and that was how they heated their house. They had a stove like this. That actually looks like a bucket of coal there, but they heated their house with wood. And there was power in here at one time. There's what's left of a light switch. There's cedar bark shoved in between the logs. That's their chinking. No high-tech chinking or cement. Some of the old timers put cement in there or moss, but cedar bark is awesome. It'll last forever. The old pins for the door are still here. Take a look around here. Looks like you got some water damage there. The roof is leaking a little bit. Got a few holes in the top. They look like knots that came out. Let's walk around the other side here. I don't know what's in this hole. I don't know. Maybe that was some extra heat coming out. There's some metal in there. Maybe some kind of metal insert with brick. There's a metal liner in the fireplace. You had some metal in there. Maybe you had a better way of getting more heat out of the fireplace. There's another hole up here. This must have been an extra way to get more heat out of the fireplace, instead of it all going up the chimney like it usually does with the fireplace. Let's take a walk over here in this room. All nice rooms. It's very quiet in here. Let's take a look in here. This is probably a way to put stuff in the basement without going up and down the steps. It's such a cool smell. Very low ceiling here. I'll have to duck. Let's take a look out the window here. Lots of cool views. There's still a bracket there for a flagpole. We probably had an American flag flying there. All right, let's go up the steps and we'll check you out upstairs. Lots of things here. If you don't look, you'll just walk past it. There was something in the floor here. You can tell because the wood's cut the opposite way. Lots of things you'll miss if you don't stop and look. Last time I was in here, these steps were a little loose. They're very close together. My big feet have a hard time walking up tiny steps. You have to be careful. I don't slide down the steps the wrong direction. Yeah, they must have fixed it because they're not wobbling now. Cool view. It's a really cool view. There's a snake skin in the ceiling. I wonder how that got up there. That looks like a rattlesnake. You can see I don't know if the camera can get it. There's a rattlesnake skin hanging right there, right off the ceiling. So there's definitely some big snakes here. It must have crawled up there and mowed it. There's no way anybody could have got up there and did that with that snake skin. Got the duck here. This would be the main bedroom. Lots of hooks still on the wall. You can still see some axe marks in the timbers here. Got some old metal cleats here. I wonder if that's holding the wood on, or they had wires running through there. All cool stuff. There's another hole in the floor. It looks like a pipe or something here. Wonder what that was for. Some kind of utility coming through there. And the old pins for the doors are still here. Craftsmanship. Built to last forever. All they got to do is keep the wood sealed. And make sure the roof doesn't leak. Let's go back down the steps here. I don't see any bats or snakes hiding in the ceiling. Still no visitors, just me. Bordner Cabin Restoration Project, October 2015. Let's see if there's anything hiding up in the ceiling here. Any bats? Sometimes bats will get in here and they'll roll up in the crevices. There's a snake skin hanging from the ceiling. You can see it hanging right there. That's a very large snake. That skin's probably about 3 foot long. You know how he got up there. Let's go on this side, see if you can see it better. Put it right in the middle of the frame. Right there is a snake skin. I would probably say that's could be a rat snake. Rat snakes can be about 6 foot long, and they're not a dangerous snake. That would be that light's kicking. That would be snake sign number 2. So I have a snake skin hanging from the ceiling, a shed, and when I pulled into where the driveway is to come back to the cabin, there was a rattlesnake there in the corner. He was camera shy. He crawled off before I could get the GoPro on him. I looked for him for a few minutes. Okay, that's a Bordner cabin. Very beautiful. You can listen to that sound forever as long as the interstate isn't up there. Look around here. This is probably the best spot out of the whole cabin right here. It's a shame there's not a table or something you could sit on here. I should have brought my portable chair. Could have sat down here and enjoyed the sound of the water. There's even must have had power out here too. There's even the electrical wire sticking out there. Big giant hooks. Lots of hooks in the ceiling. It's alright, let's power down here and we'll take a break here. Hopefully you enjoyed our video today of the Bordner cabin. Very cool place to visit. I can only imagine what it was like living back here before the interstate was up there. And, it's very noisy back here. It was probably very peaceful before the roadway was there. Thanks for coming along today. Like, share, and subscribe. It always helps the channel. And comments are always awesome. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost today. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost.